All right, we're rolling. All right, I'm just gonna make sure everybody's situated. All right, and then we can get started. We do know that the first thing we do is jump on the do now, right? There's also another thing I want you guys to know. When you come in here, you want to get a head start. So if you're the first to come in here, it means don't wait if you already know what we're supposed to be doing. Like, get ahead, you know? Meaning start the stuff that we're all gonna start anyway. All right, I'm gonna wipe this off and then we'll jump right into it. All right.
I finished the first one.
You finished it? Nice. It's a beautiful day. You guys get a chance to go outside yet?
Can I get another? We can't even go to the park
Yeah,
yet because
please.
of Mr.
Before Jubilees does that, can everybody check to see if their calculators work?
Yeah, mine works.
Does it come on? Alright, nice. So Jubilees, we need just one. Nice.
Yesterday's calculator.
Alright, so we'll just start with the do now problem as usual. Alright, so very exciting topic actually. Alright, so it says middle school conducted a survey of students to determine if they spent more time playing PlayStation 4 or watching Netflix. The results are shown below in the table. What's your question?
I answered number one. Boys.
Alright, so let's go. Alright, we'll just go around. There are a couple questions on there. I'll ask you guys. We'll see what we think. Alright, so what did you say number one answer would be? So number 1A?
So number one is
None of them work.
138.
That's Molly's question.
Wait, what's it answer?
138 and 46. Like it says boys play PS4 and watch Netflix. So there's at least 46 boys that watch Netflix and play 138 on PS4.
So if you add those two, what's that total?
184.
184.
Yeah, you're
Right.
right.
So Leah, do you understand where we got 184 from?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly when we got it. So this is question for Jubilees. Jubilees, how many girls spend time playing PlayStation 4?
54.
Absolutely, right? So B is 54, right? And I'm gonna ask Jack Azell. Jack Azell, how many boys spend more time watching Netflix? 46, right? So everybody's understanding exactly where we're getting these numbers from. Alright, we'll move on to the next spot. Leah, this is your question for you. So we have, it says students were asked to name their favorite sport from a list of basketball or soccer, right? Complete the table below. So let's complete those table, right? So let's start with boys. If we have a total of 100 boys, right? And 42 of them plays basketball, how many play soccer? How do we find that?
You have to subtract.
We have to subtract, right? What are we subtracting?
Total amount versus how many players.
So total amount,
It's 58.
subtract soccer, or subtract basketball, right? So what's the total amount? What?
Wait, let me redo it.
What's the total amount? 100, right? Minus. We're trying to figure out how many boys play soccer, right? And Jubilee's had the right way to get it done. So she says subtract basketball from the total amount. So 100 minus 42. What would that give me?
58.
58, exactly. So Talia, you're right.
58 plus 1
Right.
equals 100.
Yeah, exactly. That's another way. So just based on that, we can fill out the rest of the table.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Nashla. So Nashla, how many girls plays basketball?
84.
84. what's the total amount of girls that play basketball and soccer?
125.
125. And the last one is, what's the total amount of basketball and soccer players in total? 225.
Sir,
Can I help you?
I went to my classes.
Yeah. All right. So we do know that, and then the spiral. We'll jump right into that. The spiral is literally, it says convert the fraction to decimal, right? We gotta watch the body language in this class, right? The body language tells me everything I need to know about your readiness in class. Meaning when you're here, you want to be enthusiastic about it. You want to be excited. You want to feel like you're excited, right? That's step one. So it means like you're listening, you're paying attention, you're willing to answer questions, whether you're right or wrong. You're sitting up upright, right? That tells me you want to be here. You're not looking down. You're not slouching around. All right. So let's do the spiral before we jump right into what we're doing today. So for the spiral, it says convert. There are 4 of them. So the A question, let's do the A one first. I hope everyone is looking at this. All right, those electronic devices, all right, if it's gonna be a distraction, let's just put it away for a second. All right, so 5/3, it says convert to decimal. Anybody has any idea what the answer would be? What is 5/3? Yeah, you have your calculators with you, meaning what is 5 divided by 3? Nashla, go for it.
This.
Yeah, so 1.6666, right? Which you can approximate to 1.7.
So 17%?
Not 17, 1.7.
1.7%?
Yeah, just 1.7. It didn't ask about percent. It just said convert fraction to decimal. So 1.6 is fine. 1.7 is fine as well. Further later on in this class, I'll tell you exactly how to approximate. Like, how did we get 7 here? What happened to this 6? All right, we'll talk about that in a second. All right. So this question is only asking you just convert a fraction to decimal. You literally just divide it. Right. So that's the first one. The second one says, oh, perfect. This came up quicker than I thought. It says round the decimal to the nearest one place. Right. Meaning you had 1.6. 1.66. Right. How did we get to 1.7? The way you get to 1.7 is, you see this number here? If it's a 5 or greater, meaning if it's 5 or a 9, you can round it up into this, and this becomes 1.7. If this was a 4, my answer here would be 1.6, because this 4 is not big enough to round up. Do we understand how rounding up? I think I only have maybe 3 people paying attention to me that are literally looking at what I'm doing, right? So if this is a 4 here, if I tell you round this up, you can't do nothing with this 4 because it's less than 5. But now if this was 5, my answer here is going to be 7, because this is big enough to give this guy a 1, right? If this was 9, it's big enough as well. But if this was, say, a 2, it's not big enough, so my answer is just going to stay 1.6. But in this very question we're dealing with, here was a 6. So this 6 is big enough to borrow this guy a 1. Meaning this 6 is sacrificing itself to make this one a bigger number, just by 1, right? So our answer here is 7 for the B part, right? So everybody should have that, right? We're gonna move on to the next one, the next spiral, right? I'll do it like this so I can have different spots, right? So For the next spiral, it says, this is this next one. It says 7/3. Can somebody convert this for us into decimal? RJ, go for it. 2.33, right? That's a nice. You just literally divided. This sign over here, this line over here means divide. When you see something is over something, it means divide, right? Now, the B part is similar to this. It says round the decimal to the nearest one place. So if I have 2.33, if I had to round it like I did here, what would our answer be? 2 point what? It couldn't be 2.4, and I'll tell you why.
So it'll be 2.2. 2.3, right?
2.3. So Leah, why is it 2.3? Don't mind speaking up.
Because it's a small number. It's not more than 5.
Exactly. It's not big enough to give this guy a 1, right? If this was 5 here, if I tell you round it up, you're gonna say 2.4. If this was 9 here, if I say round it up, you're gonna say 2.4. But because it's less than 5, it's just 3, right? It's not strong enough. It's not big enough. All right, so that's that. All right, so you guys are gonna go to your page. Don't worry about the graphs right now. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna just jump into the note page. So on the note sides of your packet, it should say 7.02.
This one?
Let me see. Yeah, on that one. Yeah. So it should say 7.02. All right.